So I was talking to a friend, and they wanted to know how I was doing um, with everything that I've experienced. And I told them that I had my mom visiting and that it had been very healing. And they responded that, yeah, sometimes those visits can be healing. And it made me think that when I asked my mom to come, it just was seemed to happen on its own. It was kind of surprising. I said it would be nice to see you, and it was like it was somehow known that it would be healing. There's no way to describe this at all, like how it was known or like in general, just but yeah, in the past my relationship with my mom has been super strained, like little communication, barely any relationship at all. I grew up with her only. My parents were divorced, and she was very controlling, and so and aggressive, and so there wasn't much of a relationship. There was no room for me to be myself ever. So my response is always to just take space, take a break, not talk. And throughout this process of being completely incapacitated, being through like the worst that I've been in my life, my dad was able to be there for me and to hear me out when I was able to express everything that had been seemingly like repressed under the surface for so long. So after like expressing that to him, I suddenly became better. Like I was not able to do anything at that point that I had gotten during those 2 years after what people call the Kundalini awakening. And it was just like a sudden shift. Like I stopped taking medication, slowly like regained, or actually like suddenly regained like the ability to do what I wasn't able to. And as that all unfolded, it was seen that it just happened on its own. No one did it. It was like, wow, and also just like there's no words for it, you know, because it's just, I don't know. Yeah, it's just seeing that there's no free will, like, because things just happen on their own. And in that, there's so much trust. And so, even though my mom had been like harmful for me during these 2 years, like saying I was possessed and not wanting to even see me, even though I asked her to come, she had said, I will not see you. Even if I could, I wouldn't come. So super hurtful at the time. But yes, there was, despite that, like what happened was fully feeling all of the emotions that were there towards her, like anger, rage, and also towards myself, and expressing that. It didn't have to be to her directly. So, you know, if you're going through like an extreme similar like crises could be labeled like a spiritual emergency, or even just like trauma healing, all of that, because that can all cause disease, psychosomatic illnesses. And so even just expressing it, I would express it to my phone or like look at her picture, and it would just come out. So it wasn't like I planned any of it. Like none of this, getting to this like really deep layers of wounding, it didn't happen with a therapist. It didn't happen with anyone. Like no one could help. And it didn't matter. Despite that, like it happened on its own. Like no one could do that healing that happened on its own. You know, the body did on its own. And after all of that, there was also compassion and love that was felt by my mom, despite all the trauma that was there, that was caused by her. Yeah, and also my dad. And during her visit, it's also been healing, super healing, just to be able to express with her. Even though it's not received sometimes, it doesn't matter. It's like now it's seen that she is just how she is, or people are as they are, for lack of better words. Like they can't help it, you know? You could say that they are conditioned a certain way, you know, and due to that, it's no one can help it. But it's also seen that everything is happening on its own. So yeah, even more, you know, like I just see the reactions are so automatic. It's just like no one's choosing to do that, you know? And in that there's like seeing that everyone is really innocent. And so that is also very healing as well. So yeah, I wanted to share this. You know, I do think that everything happens exactly as it's meant to. For me, there was never a doubt these past 2 years, or at least after the initial like breaking down and collapse and turning completely upside down of my life. After that happened and things got like super awful and extreme and scary, after that, yeah, there was just like a gradual more total letting go of like, okay, whatever, like whatever is happening is exactly what's meant to happen. Like it can be no other way. And yeah, now it's just like it's seeing that nothing can be planned. Things just happen on their own. I mean, yeah, it's really, I guess you can say it's like, it's just beyond words. Yeah, it's extraordinary, but like, it's ordinary.